I never expected to bury my mother and meet a monster on the same day. They say the Alpha King is death wrapped in fur and fangs, but no one told me how his golden eyes would see through every lie I've told myself. When 100 white wolves surrounded my mother's grave, I thought I was next. I never imagined he'd drop to his knees and whisper that he'd failed her. Now I'm trapped in his fortress while rogues hunt us, all because of a secret bloodline I never knew I carried. My little brother hasn't spoken in weeks, but somehow he trusts the very beast I was raised to fear. Subscribe now and tell me in the comments if you've ever discovered your entire life was built on secrets. Because trust me, this story is about to turn your world upside down just like mine. The candle flame bends in the winter wind. I kneel beside my mother's fresh grave, frozen dirt still piled high. My fingers shake as I arrange the white flowers across the stone. Behind me, Eli stands silent, clutching the edge of my coat. "I'll keep him safe, Mom," I whisper. "I promise." Eli hasn't spoken since that night. 7 years old and already carrying wounds too deep for words. I squeeze his small hand as the wind picks up, howling through the pines. The sound changes, not wind, wolves. My breath catches as the howls multiply, echoing from every direction. 1, then 10, then hundreds. My heart pounds against my ribs as I pull Eli behind me. "Stay close," I say. The forest edge darkens with shapes. White wolves step from the mist, their fur glowing in the weak sunlight. They form a circle around my mother's grave, silent and watching. I count 20, then 50, then lose track. Their eyes follow our every movement. "Eli, we need to go," I whisper. A massive wolf breaks from the tree line. Larger than the others, his white fur interrupted by 3 jagged scars across his muzzle. His eyes burn gold in the dim light. Something ancient and terrible lives in that gaze. Eli's fingers dig into my leg. The great wolf steps forward. The air around him shimmers, ripples. Where the wolf stood, a man now rises. Tall and broad-shouldered with black hair and those same burning eyes. A silver crown sits upon his head, twisted into the shape of wolf fangs. "You're trespassing," I say, proud my voice doesn't break. "This is my territory." His voice is deep, powerful. "You're the trespasser, Omega." My anger flares. My mother is buried here. I know. Something shifts in his expression. Evelyn Arden. Hearing her name from his lips hits like a blow. "How do you—" I knew her well. He steps closer, and the wolves tighten their circle. "I am Ronan Vale, King of the Northern Territories." The Alpha King, the monster from bedtime stories. "What do you want?" I ask. His eyes find mine. "Justice." Wolves growl from the trees behind us. Different wolves, darker, wilder. Ronan's pack tenses, hackles rising. "Get down!" Ronan shouts. A black wolf lunges from the shadows. Eli screams, the first sound he's made in weeks. Ronan moves with impossible speed, intercepting the attack. His hand transforms to claws, slashing through the air. The rogue wolf falls, blood staining the snow. More attackers emerge. Ronan stands between us and them, his body shifting. Not fully wolf, not fully human. "Behind me," he orders. His wolves surge forward, meeting the rogues in a storm of teeth and claws. Ronan fights at their center, terrible and beautiful. His movements are precise, deadly. Blood spatters across the pristine snow. I hold Eli tight, his face pressed against my coat. When it ends, bodies lie scattered around my mother's grave. Ronan turns to us, blood dripping from his hands. "You're in danger," he says. "Both of you." "From you?" I ask. "From them." He kneels beside my mother's stone, his fingers tracing her name. I swore I'd avenge her. The world tilts beneath me. My throat closes. "You knew my mother." Ronan's eyes find mine. His face hardens into a mask of controlled rage. "She was murdered by traitors. the same ones who just attacked. Why would they want us? Because of what you are. Ronan stands, towering over me. You need protection. We don't need anything from you. My voice is sharp, defensive. We're leaving. Eli tugs my sleeve, pointing north where black smoke rises. Our village. I feel sick as understanding dawns. There's nothing left to return to. The rogues destroyed your home, Ronan says. They'll be back for you next. Why would they? Your mother knew. His jaw tightens, and now they fear you might know too. I want to scream at him, demand answers. But Eli trembles against me, and survival comes first. The wolves pace around us, forming a protective circle. Come with me, Ronan says. My fortress is safe. I don't trust you. You don't have to trust me. Something shifts in his expression. Just let me protect you. A howl rises from the east, different from Ronan's wolves, darker, hungrier. The Alpha King's head snaps up, his posture changing instantly. They've brought reinforcements, he says. We need to leave, now. I hesitate, torn between fear of this man and the unknown danger beyond. Eli makes the choice for me, stepping toward Ronan with determined eyes. Eli, no. He's right, Ronan says softly. We don't have time. A massive white horse appears from the trees, led by one of Ronan's men. The Alpha King lifts Eli onto the saddle, then extends his hand to me. I won't let them hurt you, he says. His voice is sincere. I take his hand and feel the strength in his grip as he pulls me onto the horse. His body presses against my back as he takes the reins. Hold your brother, he orders. We gallop through the forest. Snow sprays beneath us as white wolves flank our path. The wind cuts through my thin coat. Without comment, Ronan removes his heavy cloak and wraps it around Eli and me. His scent surrounds me, pine and smoke and something wild. Why are you helping us? I ask. I failed your mother. The pain in his voice sounds ancient. I won't fail her children too. We ride for hours. My legs ache from the unfamiliar motion. As darkness falls, we reach a mountain pass where stone formations create natural walls. We'll shelter here tonight, Ronan says. His men secure the perimeter while he helps us dismount. My legs nearly buckle. Ronan's hand catches my elbow, steadying me. Our eyes meet briefly before I pull away. The abandoned chapel is small but solid. Eli falls asleep almost immediately, curled on a bed of furs Ronan's men provide. You should rest too, Ronan says. I sit against the wall, watching him. I'll sleep when I know we're safe. You won't be truly safe until Darius is dead. Hate fills his voice. Who is Darius? The one who killed your mother. His eyes find mine. My former beta, the traitor I trusted most. The silence stretches between us. Why did he kill her? Ronan looks away. To hurt me. I feel sick. My mother died because of you? His breath catches. Yes. The admission hangs in the air. Outside, wolves howl at the rising moon. Get some sleep, he says finally. Tomorrow we reach the fortress. He moves to the door. In the moonlight, I see fresh blood seeping through his shirt. You're wounded, I say. It's nothing. His voice is dismissive. Let me see it. I don't know why I offer. Ronan hesitates, then sits beside me. I examine the gash on his shoulder. My mother taught me healing, herbs, stitches, bandages. I clean the wound with water from my flask. Your mother was a healer too, he says softly. I tie the bandage tight. How well did you know her? His eyes find mine. The silence hangs heavy. Well enough to know she'd be proud of you, he answers. We reach the Alpha Fortress at dawn. It rises from the mountainside, ancient stone walls and towers crowned with silver banners. White wolves patrol the battlements. Guards bow deeply as Ronan passes. The Alpha King returns, they announce. Eli's eyes widen at the massive gates. I feel small beneath the fortress shadows. This is a different world, one of power and ancient blood. Ronan dismounts first, then lifts Eli down. When he reaches for me, I slide off the horse myself. His mouth tightens. "Pride won't protect you here," he says. "Neither will weakness," I answer. Something shifts in his expression, almost approval. He leads us through corridors of stone and iron. Servants bow as we pass, their eyes downcast. They fear him. An older woman approaches, her silver hair pulled tight. "My king." "Maeve," Ronan says. "Prepare the East Wing chambers. Our guests need rest." Maeve studies me with knowing eyes. "Of course." She leads us away from Ronan, up winding stairs to rooms larger than our entire cottage. Warm fires burn in stone hearths, beds piled with furs, windows overlooking snow-covered mountains. "The bathroom adjoins your chamber," Maeve says. "Fresh clothes in the wardrobe." "Thank you," I say. Eli explores the room, touching everything with cautious fingers. He's never seen such luxury. Neither have I. "The Alpha King rarely brings guests here," Maeve says. "You must be important." "We're not guests," I answer. "We're refugees." Maeve's eyes find mine. "Perhaps you're both." She leaves us to settle in. I help Eli bathe, then tuck him into the enormous bed. He falls asleep instantly. I stand at the window, watching wolves patrol the courtyard below. A prisoner in a gilded cage. Night falls. Eli sleeps soundly as I explore our new prison. The hallway outside is dim but unguarded. I follow the corridor, drawn by voices from below. "Failed her mother." Ronan's voice carries up the stairwell. "I won't fail her too." I freeze, listening. "The girl doesn't trust you," Maeve says. "She shouldn't." Ronan's voice is bitter. "Her mother died because of me." "Evelyn made her choice," Maeve answers, "and I live with the consequences." Something crashes against stone. Darius will come for them. He knows what she carries. Does she know? No. Ronan's voice softens. And she can't. Not yet. I step back, a floorboard creaking beneath me. The voices stop. I rush back to our room, heart pounding. Seconds later, footsteps approach. I pretend to be adjusting Eli's blankets when the door opens. Ronan stands in the threshold, watching me. "Exploring already?" he asks. "Just checking the exits," I say. His mouth twitches, almost a smile. "There are none. There are always exits. Not from this." His eyes find mine. "Not from what's coming." I straighten my spine. "What exactly is coming, Alpha King?" "The truth." He steps closer. "But you deserve to know everything, not pieces." "Then tell me everything." "Not yet." His voice softens. "Get some rest, Lena." The sound of my name on his lips sends an unexpected shiver through me. I hadn't told him my name. "How did you—" "I knew your mother," he says simply. "I know many things." He leaves before I can ask more. I return to the window, watching snow fall in the moonlight. Wolves circle the fortress walls. Not to keep us in, I realize, but to keep others out. Morning brings exploration. While Eli sleeps, I wander the fortress halls. Ancient tapestries depict wolves and kings. Weapons hang on walls. Guards watch me from corners. I find the portrait gallery by accident. Generations of Alpha Kings stare from gilded frames. I walk slowly, studying each face. Near the end, I stop breathing. My mother. She stands beside a younger Ronan. Her hand rests on his arm. They both smile, happy, connected. The painting shows what Ronan wouldn't say. They were close. Very close. She was beautiful. I spin around. Ronan stands in the doorway, watching me. "Why is she in your portrait?" My voice shakes. His eyes find mine. That's part of the truth you're not ready for. I decide what I'm ready for. Then ask the question you really want answered, he says. The silence stretches between us. I gather my courage. What was she to you? Ronan's breath catches. Before he can answer, shouting erupts from the courtyard. He moves to the window, cursing under his breath. Stay here, he orders. What's happening? Rogues testing our borders. His voice is hard again. Do not leave this room. He strides away, already calling commands to guards. I return to the portrait, studying my mother's face. She looks different, stronger, prouder than I remember. What secrets did you keep, Mom? A small noise draws my attention. Eli stands in the doorway, watching me with solemn eyes. He points at the painting, then at me. Yes, I say. That's Mom. He shakes his head, pointing more insistently at the medallion around my mother's neck in the portrait, identical to the one I now wear. I touch the silver pendant. What about it? Eli makes a crown shape above his head, then points to the medallion again. A terrible suspicion blooms. The medallion isn't just jewelry, it's a royal crest. What are you hiding, Ronan Vale? Dinner that evening is tense. Ronan sits at the head of the long table, his face carved from stone. I pick at my food while Eli eats everything in reach. Your brother has a healthy appetite, Ronan says. He's had little enough in his life, I answer. Ronan's eyes find mine. That will change now. A guard enters, whispering urgently in Ronan's ear. His expression darkens. When? He asks. This morning, my king. 3 villages along the eastern border. Ronan's fingers tighten around his goblet. Casualties? 7 dead. All marked with the traitor sign. I set down my fork. What's happening? Ronan ignores me. Double the patrols. No one enters or leaves without my permission. The guard bows and exits. The silence stretches uncomfortably. You're keeping secrets, I say. To protect you. From what? My voice rises. What danger follows us? Why did your beta kill my mother? What am I carrying that matters so much? Ronan slams his goblet down. Wine spills like blood across the tablecloth. Your mother was my mate, he says. The words echo in the sudden silence. My breath catches. That's impossible, I whisper. My father was human. Ronan's voice softens. Your mother loved him. But before him, she was promised to me. My head spins. I don't understand. Wolves mate for political reasons or for love, he explains. Ours was arranged since childhood, to unite territories. But she met your father and chose love instead. Then why do you call her your mate? Because in our world, promised bonds remain. His eyes find mine. I respected her choice, protected her from afar, until I failed. Eli watches us with wide eyes, understanding more than he should. That doesn't explain why she was killed, I say. Ronan's jaw tightens. Darius wanted power. When your mother returned to the territory after your father died, Darius saw opportunity. He believed killing her would break me. But why come after us now? Ronan stares at me. The silence hangs heavy. Because of what you are, he finally says. What you might become. I touch my medallion. And what's that? Before he can answer, a howl pierces the night. Ronan stands, instantly alert. To your rooms, he orders. Now. Guards escort us upstairs as Ronan strides toward the courtyard. Through the window, I watch wolves pour from the fortress, white shapes against the darkness. That night, I dream of blood and snow. I wake to screaming. Eli. I rush to his room. The bed is empty, window open. Panic claws my throat. I run downstairs, searching desperately. I find him in the courtyard. Ronan kneels before him in the snow, speaking softly. Eli's face shows no fear, only curiosity. What are you doing with my brother? I demand. Ronan looks up. He was following the wolves. I pull Eli behind me. Stay away from him. He came to me, Ronan says. He's a child. He doesn't understand what you are. Something shifts in Ronan's expression. And what am I, Lena? A monster, I say. A king who rules through fear. Is that what you see? I hesitate. The man before me doesn't match the monster from stories. He's saved us, protected us, shown gentleness to Eli. I don't know what to see, I admit. Ronan stands. Then look closer. He turns away, but not before I glimpse pain in his eyes. Not physical pain. Something deeper. The wound of a man who's lost everything. Days pass in uneasy routine. Eli warms to the fortress, following Ronan whenever possible. I explore, gathering pieces of the puzzle. Servants whisper when they think I can't hear. Royal blood. The king's redemption. Promised mate. Each fragment adds to my confusion. One night, a blizzard howls outside. I find Ronan in the library, staring into the fire. Tell me the rest, I say. His eyes find mine. You're sure you want to know? Yes. He gestures to the chair across from him. Darius didn't just kill your mother. He wants to destroy her bloodline. Your bloodline. Why? Because you carry royal blood. Ronan's voice is gentle. Your mother was Alpha-born from the Eastern royal line, making you half Alpha. I shake my head. I'm Omega. I've always been Omega. Your human father's genetics tempered the Alpha, creating something rare. His fingers tighten on the armrest. An Omega with Alpha potential. What does that mean? It means you could challenge for territory. His eyes find mine. It means you're dangerous to those who crave power. The silence stretches between us. Outside, wolves howl with the storm. Darius will come for you, Ronan says. Not just to hurt me now, but to eliminate a threat. I'm no threat to anyone. You are everything. His voice is suddenly fierce. Everything your mother fought to protect. Everything I failed to save. He stands abruptly, moving to the window. The firelight catches the scars on his face. How did you get those? I ask. Defending your mother. His voice is hollow. I arrived too late. Something shifts inside me, anger giving way to understanding. This man has carried guilt like a crown. I approach him slowly. It wasn't your fault. I was her protector. His breath catches. Her promised mate. But not her choice, I say gently. His eyes find mine. Something changes between us, a tension I don't understand. Before he can speak, guards burst through the door. My king. The guard's voice is urgent. Rogues have breached the western wall. Ronan transforms instantly, from man to leader. Secure the inner gates. Protect the royal quarters. He turns to me. Stay with your brother. Bar the door. I race to Eli's room. He sits up in bed, eyes wide with fear. I lock the door, push furniture against it. It's okay, I whisper. We're safe. Outside, wolves howl and men shout. The battle has begun, and somewhere in that chaos I know is Ronan, fighting once again for my mother's memory, fighting for us.